Hi, Steve. We talked about sound recorder, and then NCH, the Wavepad converter. This will save a step, but you'll have to get this NCH program. So if we open it up, you see, I'm recording this, so it's slowing it down a bit. Okay. The unit opens. Now, we want to make a recording. So we go over and hit the record button. It asks what we want to do. You're going to want to hit stereo, and you want to use 44-100. Okay, that's 44 sampling rate. Use that always. That's like a CD. So we say okay to that. Now we get this screen. Okay, and you think, now what we have to do is, this should all come up. You'll notice the input, Windows Record Mixer. Okay, every time we open this up, that mixer gets muted. So you've got to go down to your tray and, the volume control. Right-click it, not left, right. Open volume control. Click. Like I say, this is a little slower because I'm using an NCH program to record this. Now you'll see, every time you close the record control and open it, it's going to mute these things in case you have a microphone hooked up and, stop feedback. So what you want to do is you are going to use, you're going to select, you're going to mute all the ones and select your line input. You're going to put that, I would say, set your master at 5 and this at 5, okay? Once that's set up, don't close this, just minimize it. All right, now I don't have a cassette plugged in, so I'm going to do this in 2 parts. And then you hit record and start your unit playing. Now you see, actually, I've got the microphone hooked up to this, so we are making a little recording. Okay, when the recording is done, stop. Okay? Now we close this, and there's your recording. All right? Now, we're going to save that recording. Save file as, not just save. Okay, you got to go to this way, and it's going to ask you where to put it. I'm going to put it on the old desktop. Give it a name. Save it as an MPEG. This is much slower than it is because I'm recording it. Come on, baby. Okay, this comes up. This is important here. Your encoder settings. Use constant bit. Okay. Use high quality. Use 128. This is a standard, and of course stereo here. These may not be default to that. Variable bit is typical. Constant bit sounds way better. It doesn't take much more memory. 128 is good. It will give you a decent sized file, not too large. You click OK, and it will save the program. Done. All right. Now let's say we're going to close that down. We want to make another recording. This is where you got to remember. Okay, so we're ready to record something else. You start this. Yeah, it's going to ask you this question again. It's going to do this. But if you just start recording now, it ain't going to work because these units have been muted again. They're going to mute every time. So each time you start a new recording, you're going to have that volume control, check it, and set it up to your levels. Okay? And it's a pain in the butt, but it's smart because if you had a microphone and you forgot about it and you hooked it up and it's going to save your ears. All right, there you go, big guy.